Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Susan Timchak and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'd like to welcome you here. I am going to showcase to you a product that you might not know about. This is called the Stamp-a-ma-jig. And no, we're not going to be doing any dancing tonight, but we are going to be doing some stamping, and we are going to be doing some ways to show you how to align up your stamping. If you're anything like me, I do everything crooked. That's where my background comes into play by having this ruler, but sometimes rulers just aren't enough. So this is actually the Stamp-a-ma-jig, and it does come with an acrylic sheet. So if you already purchased it, or if you do make a purchase of it, don't throw that acrylic sheet away, because that's an important part of it. Now, if you have, these are clear mount stamps. They're red rubber that you mount on the clear blocks. If you purchase the wood mount stamps, when you make yourself a template, you can keep that right into your stamp case, because that's permanently mounted onto the stamp and it's not going to be removed. Whereas when I use the acrylic blocks, you're taking these on and off all the time, and you're not going to have it perfectly aligned, and you'll see why that's an important part of using this. So right off, I'm not going to be doing an actual demonstration of a card. I'm going to be doing a demonstration to show you how to use this, because some people tend to be frightened away of it, and some people tend to just not know how to work it properly, and it really is basically simple. So to create this card, I use the Stamp-a-ma-jig. Now, I don't know where my acrylic sheet is. It's somewhere in this room. But what I did is I took a piece of our cardstock vellum, and it comes in 8.5 by 11, and I just trimmed it down to 4 1/4 by 5.5. So then you basically get 4 sheets out of it. Now, this vellum is used for many other types of stamping techniques. So I don't have enough time on this video, but if you're interested in me showing you different things you can do with the vellum, be sure to let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay, so I have a piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to pretend that I did all the sponging like I did on a previous video for making the Graveyard Gate card. So you'll want to go back and see that video. There's actually 2 videos. I had to do it part 1 and part 2. So that will show you how to get this sponging background and how I did that. Okay, so let's get started on this. So this is a Stamp-a-ma-jig, and I'm using our basic black acrylic, ink pad. But can you tell it's a Monday or what? Whew. Alright, so, oh, I apologize. Aurora, she sees someone outside, and maybe that's a good thing. So I'm going to do my basic gate. I'm going to stamp that right there. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to put these columns on either side of it. So I want to make sure that they're going to be aligned properly. Aurora, I apologize for that. So I'm going to ink this up. Now, if this was my acrylic sheet, this is my Stamp-a-ma-jig. I'm going to put this up into the corner. Can you see that? It's going right up into this corner, just like this. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. I'm going to align that up in the corner, and I'm going to stamp it down. Okay? So there is my column. Now, and one of the downfalls of the vellum paper or plastic or anything is that it takes a while to dry. So I'm going to just leave that aside. Now I want to do another, you're kind of making a mask, and this will all make sense to you. So I want to do one for my lantern. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to turn my vellum. I'm going to put this up into the corner of the T and stamp that down. Now, even though this is crooked on here, it's not going to matter, and you'll see why. Alright, so I'm going to bring back in my base card. I'm going to take this vellum piece. I'm going to position it wherever it is I want it to go. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to bring my T back in, put that up into the corner, take this out, ink this up, and stamp. See that? Perfect! Woohoo! Alright, so now I want to do my little, well, let me do the other side. I'm going to line this up where I want it to go. Again, bring in the Stamp-a-ma-jig. I'm hoping that's dry underneath there. Did I just move that? Let me see, did I just move that? Okay. There we go. Sometimes it's hard because I'm trying not to get my head in the way. I'm not even sure if my head's in the way. So we're doing the same process, and look at that. Is that not amazing? Now let's go ahead and do our lantern. So I'm going to position my lantern, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring in my Stamp-a-ma-jig, pull this sheet away, ink this up, and stamp this right there. And I don't know what that is. Some kind of fuzzy buzzy. Look at that. Oh, am I amazing or what? Nope, I'm just using the tools that Stampin' Up! Has provided to help make my stamping easy. Now I want to do this side. The same process, align that, pull that away. I would have normally have my ink pad on the other side, I'm not crossing. And stamp down, and wow. What do you think? I did pretty good, didn't I? So that is how to use the Stamp-a-ma-jig. Now, if I had this, like again, on a wood block, I can go ahead and I would keep this right into my stamp case and close that up, and I'm good to go. But because of the fact that they're clear mount and I take them on and off, I would just have to do this, one step over and over again. But that's an advantage of having the wood mounted blocks, is that you can use your Stamp-a-ma-jig and have a permanent template. So this one step, although it doesn't take long to do, would be already done for you. But there we go. That's as easy as that is. The Stampin' Up! Stamp-a-ma-jig. Alright, so I hope this explains some things for you. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. Please be sure to leave a comment below, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And I hope to talk to you again real soon. Bye for now.